Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad to have you here. Welcome to Tip Your Bartender. I am the bald and ginger bearded bartender here to serve you. If it's your first time joining me and you're not familiar with how we got things going on, I'm going to teach y'all and my guests how to make a brand new craft beverage. And if you're back returning as one of my regulars, thank you so very much. We're kicking 2025 off with a serious bang. We're back here at Stevie's Bar and Grill. If y'all haven't been here, please come check it out. They got a bunch of cool stuff going on this month. Every other weekend, a karaoke night hosted by DJ Chip DeVille and La La. Bunch of sipping shops hosted every month where your local favorite vendors come in, they sell their stuff, you have a little drink, you have a good time, you feel the vibes. We got Above the Basics in the Kitchen by Chef Gabe. Y'all haven't tried their food. It is 15 out of 10. Chef's kiss, come on down, give it a try. The first guest of 2025 really needs no introduction. If you live in San Jose, you already know my guest. He needs no introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, without further hesitation, I present to you, Mr. Chris Villa.
Yeah. What up?
Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Glad to have you in here. What's your experience with bartending?
You know what? I just do the drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's good. That's kind of what most people that come on here, that's their experience. So I'm glad to be able to teach you what we have here. Give you a little rundown, and for you folks, what we have going on here. We got our fresh thyme. We got our fresh sliced cucumber. We got our fresh lemon juice. We got liquid death soda water for a little spritz. We got simple syrup, which is a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar and water. And then it's dry January. I got to participate myself. We have our ritual Zero Proof gin. So this is going to be a Zero Proof cocktail, but it's going to taste great. So if you're ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Let's start making this cocktail. First things first, we're going to take our time. We're going to take a couple little pieces off of the sprig here. So
Like
just
this?
pull it, just peel it right off of the sprig. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. We'll do a couple of these just to get that flavor in there.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Cool.
Nice. So what we're going to do with this real quick to extract the flavor, we have our muddler here for you. And we're just going to lightly muddle it.
Is that enough time?
That's perfect. Yeah, that'll be just enough. It's going to provide that necessary flavor that we need for sure.
Sounds like Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going into the new year, but the holidays are still going. Next, we're going to take our cucumber. I like to do 3 pieces of cucumber in here. So we'll just pop those right in there.
Bam.
We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to muddle it just a little bit, just so we get that juice from the cucumber as well. Bam. That should be good. We're going to take our little juicer here. We're going to do some fresh lemon juice. So we're going to do this whole lemon in here. Ooh. Damn, there's 1. There's 2. That's going to provide that citrus in the cocktail that we're going to be looking for. There you go. Beautiful.
Citrusy.
That's good. You're low-key a professional already.
Low-key, right? Super low-key.
Next up, we're going to take our Ritual Zero Proof Gin. We're going to take this tool right here. This is called a jigger. It's a measurement tool. I like to measure everything out. But we're going to go 2 ounces. So this long side of our tool here is going to be 2 ounces. So right up in there.
Dang.
Bam. And that's for you. Yes, sir. Looking good. All right. We'll get more professional as we go here. Next up, we're going to take this. This is our simple syrup. Going to add that sweetness to the cocktail. We're going to go 3/4 ounce. So in this tool here, that third line, That's going to be three-quarter ounce. So we'll fill that up right there. And for you, we'll flip that over to the other side. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Bam.
Right on. And here's the fun part. We're going to take our ice right up in this glass here. Pour it right in there. Beautiful. Take our top piece of the shaker. And just kind
Oh,
of,
wow.
bam. Flip it over. Give it one more time to get a good solid shake. And then we're going to shake. Bam. It's looking good. Now to get this off, there's a little lip right here. I hit it with the palm of my hand. And it should just, is always the hardest part. There you go. Right on, right on.
You gotta like smack it.
Yeah, you gotta like give it some love, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take our glass right here that we have. Just some ice right in there. So we'll fill this up with ice. That should be cool. Some ice for yourself, as much or as little as you want. Bam, perfect. There you go. Now we're gonna take our mixture that we have in our shaker right here. I'm gonna put our strainer right up on the top. Beautiful. And we don't want any cucumber bits or any thyme bits inside of the cocktail, so we're gonna take a double strainer.
Double strainer.
Right up there, and then just pour it on in there. Right on, right on.
Bam.
There we go. And last but not least, we're going to take our liquid death, which is just mountain sparkling water.
Oh, yeah.
It's good stuff. Pop that open. Right up on the top there. There you go. Ooh. Fantastic. Beautiful. Take that for you. Last but not least, we got to make it look pretty with our garnish. We're going to take a sprig of thyme here. And we want to smack it.
Oh, snap.
Get a little dirty with it. Right up on the inside of there like that. And then I like to add a little extra flair with our cucumber right up on the top.
Wow, look at that.
Bam.
Ooh.
Mr. Chris, cheers to you.
Cheers.
You just made a time to celebrate.
Time to celebrate.
Ooh.
Wow. That's pretty good.
It's pretty tasty.
That's like refreshing.
Yeah, it's nice and refreshing. Get you ready for the new year, 2025.
2025, y'all.
Bam. Mr. Chris Villa, thank you so much for being here on Tip Your Bartender. Cheers.
Cheers.
We made a fantastic time to celebrate.
Oh, yeah. Time to celebrate 2025.
We're in here in 2025. It's got cucumber. It's got thyme. It's got Ritual Zero Proof gin, fresh lemon juice, fresh simple syrup, and of course, liquid death, sparkling water. Once again, Chris, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Hell yeah.
Tipping your bartender today. It's a pleasure to have you sit down and I look forward to actually getting to know a little bit more about you.
Oh, yeah.
You are, to no surprise to anybody in San Jose, the guy, I would say.
That's what they say. Sometimes. Yeah.
Like, I've been following you for a while. I know that might sound weird, but as most people have, like, you are to the best of my knowledge and personally for me, like the original social media influencer in San Jose.
Yeah.
You kind of started it, and I think everything kind of trickled from there. And these people that are into it now, including myself,
Yeah.
have watched you and are trying to get to where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, when you first started off, what was kind of your inspiration and spark behind why you decided to go into social media?
I think at that time I wasn't really interested in it.
Okay.
I was kind of like pushed into it in a sense of like, hey, like we're doing this and
Mhm.
we need a character, we need a person, we
Mhm.
need we need a face. So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'll do it,
Okay.
And it started from like, hey, like, check out this food spot, check out this.
Yeah.
And from there, just like, hey, like, it became more of a community sense of like build up,
Yeah.
where I was before. And it just built on top of that, and everything. It just blew up.
Yeah.
It got viral, a lot of stuff that we did in the past.
Yeah.
It went from food to skits to comedy, everything.
Yeah, you kinda dip your toes into a lot of different avenues from what I've
Yeah.
seen. When it comes to your style, are you more focused on, behind the scenes stuff and directing? Are you more into the acting part? What's
Uh,
what's your style, man?
I go like both,
Okay.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
I like if it's like a certain message I want to get like across. Like I
Yeah.
want it to be portray like, hey, like this is how it's gonna portray, and I wanted people to see it in the way of I see it. As
Yeah.
someone from San Jose, someone that like, hey, this is a local spot.
Mhm.
This is
Mhm.
a place you don't make fun of, or
Yeah.
this is like you got to put some respect on the spot.
Of course.
So it's a sense of all that together, and having creative like control a lot of it helps a lot because like if I want to shoot it cinematically, if I want to shoot it just in any other way, but like it really depends what it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for me, like it was both I had some saying creativity and
Yeah.
others had saying, but yeah.
Yeah. I think it's important, like, for me too, like, being hands-on is definitely important because if you yourself have a vision,
Yeah,
really you're the only one that can, make it happen.
that's true. Yeah,
As it speaks now, are you kind of just, you direct, edit, and star in everything yourself, or do you have a team behind you?
I have a team.
Okay.
On my stuff, we where I'm at right now, I have a team of 3 or 4 of us.
Uh-huh.
I think we start in a lot of it ourselves. And like, hey, like it doesn't really like matter. Like we'll like switch off. Like, hey, like
Yeah.
you be the boyfriend in this skit, you be the girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're the devil's advocate in this
Yeah.
one. You're the bad guy. You're the good guy. This and that. And we switch it off all over. It all depends. Like we just did a video at La Vix.
Okay.
uh, I was the manager and had the employees, my 2 other friends as the workers, and they're like, gambling on the side. I had to yell at them.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So it was just like a funny skit.
Yeah.
And that's a skit. We help out with their social media.
Mhm.
And they wanted stuff differently. They don't
Mhm.
want
Mhm.
their stuff to look like everyone else's stuff, like
Right.
food,
Right.
food, food, food. But like
Right.
they wanted some pizzazz, so
Yeah. It's
that's like what we're curating for them.
it helps really kind of bring that eye into the business and
Hmm.
sets people or sets a business aside from everywhere else, which I think you guys do a fantastic job with. I've seen what y'all have done here with Above the Basics and
Yeah.
Stevie's. You're part of their team as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
I've been Gabe above the basics. We started their social media, I want to say like 5 months ago.
Okay.
When I left my old team,
Hmm.
he was one of the first ones we had on board.
Okay.
Like, hey, he told us like, hey, I always wanted to work with you, Chris,
Yeah.
and but I didn't want to work with other certain people.
Right. 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 Right.
So he hit us up. We hit him up like, yeah, let's do some stuff.
Yeah.
And his stuff has been looking good.
It's fantastic.
Everyone's been loving it.
Yeah.
The food, the skits, and all that. His stuff is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, his food is fantastic. Like I said, if y'all haven't had the chance to come down here to Stevie's and Above the Basics, y'all are missing out for sure. Their smash burger is one of my
smash
favorites. It's
burger, the pork belly
fantastic.
tacos, the
Oh
bowls.
oh my god.
His rice is different from everyone else's. Right? I think he puts I don't want to say the secrets, but he puts some. It's not like no your ordinary rice,
Is
but
that
it's
extra love
really
in there?
good. Yeah.
And they do this really cool thing. I've been meaning to do it, but the walk-in bag,
Oh
the
yeah,
chip bag.
yeah. Bring your own chips and you just throw some meat on there,
What a
all
crazy
that
idea
stuff.
that is.
Right? He had the idea. I think we saw it on Instagram. They're like, hey, like, let's do this. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, let's freaking do
Yeah,
it.
why not? Why
Why-
not?
Yeah. So the next day we brought chips and like filmed it and like, yo, like this is pretty sick.
This is how we do it.
Yeah.
When it comes to businesses, I'm curious, like, do you just walk into a business and say, "Hey, I'm trying to help you out," or do they reach out to you? How much of it is, your control or their control, or is it kind of a meet in the middle? Explain that
It
process to
it
me.
all depends on the business.
Okay.
I know there's like but the businesses that I like and I've fallen in love with in the
Mhm.
past. I've a lot of I mean it's a really big mix. There's businesses that reached out, there's businesses that don't even know who I am.
Mhm.
And and I do want to support them.
Mhm.
And yeah, like it really comes down to like how is their business?
Mhm.
We look at these points of like is their food good, is their service good,
Mhm.
and all that. And if it meets the criteria, like yeah, like let's help them out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm working with one business right now. Stuff looks good, but his product is not where
Oh,
it's at.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a little bit of a elevation
Yeah.
on your end to help them out.
Yeah, because we could go as far as we can, we
Right.
do our job.
Right.
And, it's really up to that business. So like, hey, like you gotta do your
Yeah.
part as
Right.
well. And
Yeah.
like, having good service, having good food as well.
Mhm.
And that's
Mhm.
why we're kind of like picky in that sense of like, what are we gonna help out? What are we doing? What are we getting into and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, because anyone can pay for an ad and promotion.
Mhm.
And it's like, and we've done that.
Mhm.
But we really want to be sincere and like,
Mhm.
you know, real about what we do and what we say about certain businesses and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So
I think
it
that's
really
important.
comes down to that.
Yeah. I think that's very important. So I'm just so curious about your line of work and I know you said that you weren't necessarily interested in the social media when you first started, but
Yeah.
now looking back, can you confidently say that that was a you know a great decision on your end to
Yeah.
dive into this realm?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. I found my passion and creativity in a lot of it,
Yeah.
and being myself and like just supporting in a way that like I didn't know I can support like my city,
Yeah.
the locals, the community
Yeah.
in that sense. And it's helped a lot. Develop me in being a social media person in
Yeah.
sense. And like having a face, of San Jose and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's cool. I mean, but there's pros and cons to it.
Of
You know what I
course.
mean?
Of
So
course.
if I remember once I was at San Pedro. I was with this girl at the time, and she was really, really hot, really, really hot. And she told me that the only reason how I got her was not like social media, but like I was funny. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh,
So we had a date. We went to San Pedro, whatever. But we were like holding hands and all that,
uh-huh.
whatever. And out of nowhere, like people started taking pictures and
Dude,
stuff.
before you know it, you're on
Yeah,
TMZ.
exactly. I'm like, dudes like would come up to me like just like that, take a picture. I'm like, me and my girl, I'm like, yo, like, what was that
Like
for?
this just in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it was kind of weird. I'm like, I don't know, like it was like a paparazzi TMZ moment. But
Right.
I'm like, is this what like I'm getting into? Like
Got to
is
be a
this?
little bit of like a culture shock,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But since then, it like really like showed me like, hey, like I got to be really careful
Mhm.
how I like portray myself in like
Mhm.
when I'm going to bars or I'm
Yeah.
going out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People are gonna know who I am.
Right.
So
Right, right, right.
yeah,
And that's kind of what I was thinking earlier and mentioned just a little bit like you are the guy of San Jose.
I'm one of them. Yeah.
You're one of them. You're one of them. There's a lot more now. There's a lot
Yeah.
more now, but you know, when I ask people if they know who you are, like it's a for sure yes.
Yeah.
So does it ever get, too overwhelming being this kind of local celebrity or have you fully embraced that image and that role in this part of your life?
Uh-huh. No, I fully embraced in it. But at the same time, I'm like, I always tell myself, be humble about it.
Mhm.
I'm just another guy,
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
like any other local dude
Right.
from San Jose.
Right.
I'm just playing my part in the social media realm, and do the best I can do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's helped a lot. You get recognized everywhere. I mean, it's cool. Like you get perks and stuff.
Yeah.
You get to cut the line at paper plane.
Yeah.
So so there's
VIP.
there's all that to it. Even with like the gangsters, like
Mhm.
I've got approached many times and like
Oh,
I
wow.
got their respect. So
Oh, so
it's
you're in no matter
yeah.
what.
Yeah, so it's a weird kind of thing that to be that guy in San Jose,
Mhm.
but at the same time, like what I'm doing is it's just loving on my city,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that's like where my heart is and where my team is. Like, hey, like we want to support the city, we want to do
Yeah.
the best we can to put San Jose on the map.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Why is it so important to you to support your local businesses in San Jose? Like, what does San Jose mean to you, and why are you so invested in this city?
Well, I mean, the city, like a lot of people. I mean, growing up, like I didn't realize I didn't how diverse and how rich the city was in the culture of it all. I just grew up, in the hood and like grew up like, hey, like this is how everyone is, and I started going to different schools and
Mm,
really realized like how different people are.
mhm,
I went to an all
mhm.
white high school, went to Leland,
Oh, wow.
yeah, so
Yeah.
and I just knew like there was this sense of like, there's this big, diverse, city that we live in. And I loved, it's just full of richness. And
Mhm,
I
mhm,
hear, San Francisco, I hear Oakland,
mhm,
I hear LA a lot.
mhm,
But like San Jose is just like that.
mhm,
It has
mhm.
probably some of the best food you can find
Yes,
in probably the world
yes,
here, when it comes
yes.
to, Vietnamese food, when it comes to Mexican food. I think we have the best tacos.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
out of
think so.
anywhere.
I
Like
think so.
for real, it's right here in San
And
Jose.
there's a lot of places that do a really good job
Oh
too.
yeah.
It's not just one specific spot.
And the thing is, people do not know that.
Right.
People are not educated in
Right.
that sense, and that's where I'm like, I want to make it known. I
Yeah.
want to make it, hey, like, check out this spot. This spot, I'm pretty sure y'all haven't checked this spot out,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and people will be surprised. Like, I never heard of it. That's a lot of things I've even seen today. Like, I've never heard of this.
Mhm.
What is
Mhm.
orange sauce? What the, like,
Mhm.
let me
Mhm.
tell you,
Yeah.
who's
You don't know nothing about orange sauce.
yeah.
No, that's exciting, man. Like I've kind of come into the fruition at this part of my life. Like I went through my stage where I was like, San Jose ain't it? Like I don't like
Mhm.
this place. But now I see the camaraderie with people, and I've kind of started to appreciate it a lot more,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
Everybody's just out here trying to help out everybody else,
Oh
which
yeah.
is really nice.
I mean, all the different communities and scenes, like it makes you want to fall in love more because, like, yeah, like they like rep their city
Mm-hmm.
in a
Mm-hmm.
not in like a gangster way, but in a
No,
way of like, hey, like this is
this is our
where I'm
spot.
from, yeah,
Yeah.
and they take a sense of pride in that, and and love to see that kind of stuff, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
And
know what I
San
mean?
Jose is so vast. Like there's so many subsections to the city,
Oh yeah,
south side, north side, west side, east side, whatever, that, you know, you could be in one little bubble for your entire life and not even know what's across the street,
hmm
so to say. And that's why I think what you're doing is so cool because you introduce people to, like you said, places that they may had never even heard of. So
yeah.
it's like, oh, now I have an opportunity to go try this place out. So kudos to you and kudos to your
Thanks,
team for
man.
doing
Yeah,
that.
we do our best, man. We try to spread that message.
Yeah. Yeah. Confidence wise, I can tell that you're a very confident individual. At least that's what
Yeah.
you portray.
Oh yeah, I try to be.
Have you always had that sense of confidence, or was it
um.
something that you kind of found later in life?
I think in a sense of like it's grown,
Mhm.
I had my insecurities, growing
Mhm.
up, definitely, but yeah, I think now like, like, hey, like I could pull a baddie. Like I know I can.
Right.
No, I mean it doesn't matter how short I am or
Right.
whatever, how chubby I am. Like,
Right.
I think confidence is key, and
Yeah.
I've grown a sense of like, hey, like loving who I am as a
Yes.
person, knowing who I am. I think that's really important, and
Yeah.
like knowing yourself and loving yourself. I think that's like the biggest thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people are I think a lot of people struggle with that.
Oh yeah, yeah. A
Um,
lot of people do. Yeah.
but I think it's a good message, and
hmm
it's definitely something that is important, and just enjoying yourself for you because confidence is key, like you
Yeah.
said. You exuberate confidence, and people are going to flock to you no
Oh
matter
yeah.
what.
And I think then one thing is I never compare myself to someone else.
Hmm.
I think it's really important. Like, I don't want to try to look like that person or
Hmm.
sound like that person
Hmm.
or anything. I think the key is to be yourself,
Yeah,
as best as you can.
you're the only
And
you,
yeah,
so
exactly.
that's
So
good,
be the best you can be. You know what I
and
mean?
people will follow for sure, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are only listening on Spotify, go check out the YouTube channel where you can actually see how we made this beverage, the Zero Proof beverage. And you can also view our little 2025 start of the year Easter egg. Yeah, there's going to be an Easter egg in the visual part of this video on YouTube. Go watch it. You're not going to know when it is. But if you are the first person to spot the Easter egg in this video, DM me at Tip Your Bartender PLZ on Instagram, saying 2025 Easter egg, and I will personally send you $25.
Oh yeah.
In your avenue, like people most recognize you from a brand.
Yeah.
Um, now you're kind of on your own. Do you ever wish things kind of worked out different for you, or are you in a space where a certain part of your life is so to say no longer relevant, and you're on to bigger or better things?
Yeah. I mean, I think I get that question a lot. Um, I could say where I'm at now,
Mhm.
I'm in a lot better spot. I'm
Good,
at a lot better place.
good, good,
Um, I make more money now.
good,
I'm happier.
good, good,
You
and
know,
that's all. That's the
yeah,
important part.
that's the most important thing. And I didn't know how stressful, how you know, I don't know, this like weird feeling I didn't even know I had, you
Yeah.
know, being a part of this brand and moving on to like, the freedom that I have now.
Hmm.
Someone came up to me after after I started doing my own thing and
Hmm.
was like, this person, I didn't even know who this person was. I
Yeah,
started to get to know him like later, but they've observed me like from the before and after,
yeah,
and it was like, hey Chris, like I just noticed that you're a lot happier.
yeah,
Like what you're doing now, like keep doing. I'm like,
yeah.
I am.
People
Like
are
you're
taking
right.
a note.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so they've seen the difference and like I didn't know how bad I had it, before, but I'm doing a lot better and I think the vision's a lot better.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm not really put in a box now where like I can actually go more and do more. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I have that creative control now and everything. So
You're just free, I guess, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Just
taste of freedom
enlightening.
yeah.
That's
And
good.
it feels good.
Good, 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 good. I'm happy for you for that.
Yeah.
And then you're able to just maybe sometimes just take a breath and enjoy what you have. Like
Oh yeah.
it it's really cool to see. I'm glad that you're in a good spot.
Oh yeah.
So it's cool to see. Like
And
it,
I don't think anything has changed either. Like,
hmm.
I'm still doing the same thing,
Hmm.
still supporting my city
Yeah,
best I can, working with the city in other areas and stuff like that.
yeah,
And yeah, just yeah, we're still going.
yeah. And I don't think you're gonna be stopping anytime
Yeah.
soon. It doesn't seem like.
No, not at all.
No. So moving into 2025, now that we're here,
Mhm.
do you have any big goals for the year? Or
Yeah,
you?
there is a few big goals that we're starting to do.
Mhm.
One of them is our YouTube series.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing a big YouTube thing. One of the ones we just did it's hitting right now. We just posted.
Uh-huh.
I'm working with my friend Carlos Bradley and
Okay.
Zach Zivala. He's Best Area Foods.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, we just did we took a trip to the best sandwich in California,
Oh, the
which
whole state.
in the whole state. Yeah. So and it's right before Selena's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This guy, it's a tri-tip sandwich,
Oh,
but he puts chips on it,
that
and
that right there is
yeah,
that's always good.
and it was pretty good. So we just did that, but we want to do a lot bigger,
Mhm.
more intense videos. One of the
Mhm.
videos we have next, our ideas is we're gonna get a big California map. We're
Oh.
gonna start here, California map, and we're gonna blindfold ourselves and play darts, and we're gonna go to wherever our darts hit, and then just
Yeah.
go right then and there and
Wow.
travel.
Take a little road trip.
Yeah,
There we
so
go.
we'll find out like, what's the best spot to eat over here,
Mhm.
what's the worst spot to eat,
Mhm. Mhm.
we're scared
Mhm.
of like, honest reviews and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
that's some of the few like big things we're gonna be doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. The relationships that you have with other influencers in the area, were those just built kind of organically?
Yeah, they were, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them from like, Snack Sensei,
Uh-huh.
Mario, all
Uh-huh.
those guys,
Yeah.
like they love that I'm from here and that we all support. We have the same vision, supporting the Bay Area
Yeah.
in entire,
Yeah.
and they love that.
Yeah.
They really don't like people from LA as much. So they're cool people. They have my back, and then I have their full support, and
Good.
a lot of them. And then from there, like smaller foodies,
Mhm.
like I love the one of them I think about is King Foodie.
Mhm.
He's up and coming guy.
Mhm.
Doing his best at making food videos.
Mhm.
I love his style. He has a good heart,
Mhm.
and it's just the heart behind it of like loving what you do,
Mhm.
and that's what I love about certain people is like, hey, this guy's all about it. Like, that I'm for sure gonna support that person.
Yeah.
Like they're all about it. It might not be the best content,
Yeah.
but this is the best
At
person.
least
It's
they're
the right
trying.
person. Yeah,
At least they're trying.
yeah, and that's what really matters or more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's important, and I think it shows too. Like if people can tell that you genuinely enjoy what you're doing,
yeah,
then
people are gonna
people are
follow.
gonna
People are
follow.
they're gonna love it,
Exactly.
and I
Exactly.
love it. I was
Exactly.
like, dude, like this is sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
And like the people that you have around you, like eh, obviously they're your friends and whatnot, but do you ever kind of find yourself in any kind of sticky situation mixing friendships and business?
Um, I've learned it's kind of tough doing both.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, because you don't want to first I think what I've learned is that don't you're not trying to be used.
Right.
What you have and what and stuff like that.
Right.
And really trying to defer like the relationship and business. I get business,
Yeah.
and for the longest, I've to put those two together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I knowing now is like businesses should be separate from a
Right.
lot of like your relationships. But yeah, like you want to put people on, you want
Yeah.
to do all that, and that's totally cool. But
Yeah.
you really, really, really got to be really careful in those senses,
Yeah.
and that's what I've learned, from the past relationships that I've had.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Business could really,
It's
yeah.
when money comes into play, it's like you kind of see a different side of people sometimes.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you definitely do.
Money makes the world go round, man.
Yeah.
Uh, with what you do, like, are you hoping to maybe go into more avenues? What I mean by that is,
Mm.
have you ever been interested in doing like stand-up comedy or more big time acting, or you enjoy just kind of keeping things in your style and in your lane?
Um, Comedy, I've always thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Doing comedy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on the stage on improv.
Oh,
I
nice.
got thrown on there.
Oh. Oh, nice.
The general manager you actually used to be my flatmate, it would say,
Okay.
or roommate.
Okay.
Yeah. David Williams. He threw me up there, wanted to open mics. I didn't
Yeah.
want to go up there, but I got thrown up there and I got booted right off.
Oh,
Right after.
no.
Yeah, but it was a good experience. I've done like other like other stand-ups. Like I've just like, Woodhams. I
Mhm.
did Woodhams. I've done Caravan. I've
Mhm.
been there. I
Mhm.
almost got canceled at Caravan
Oh,
for some of the stuff
no.
I
You said
said.
some sketch stuff over
Yeah.
there?
So I mean, it's always been a thought, growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
Like people are like, we're putting you in comedy school, whatever. Like we're gonna help you in this, and I'm
Yeah.
like, excuse me. I didn't know like, oh, am I that funny or like what is it? Like I know I can be,
Yeah.
and it was funny because a lot of the skits that we do are from like the ideas that I've always had
Mhm.
from like throughout the years, like
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of that is differ from like just hey, I think that would be funny kind
Yeah.
of thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. So you already have a general idea of how to put material together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did stand-up comedy back in my day
Oh
over at
yeah.
Rooster Teeth Feathers.
Oh yeah.
So,
Mm,
I mean, if just something like I know they do open mic nights every now and then, and
uh-huh.
the way that they work is the more people that come for you, the longer your set.
Yeah.
And I already know based off the support that you have, you'd have a 10-minute set, no problem.
That's
So
that's tough. 10 minutes is tough.
it is tough. It's hard to do 3 minutes, brother.
I can do like, yeah, 2 to 3. Yeah. I
Oh,
would love to explore that more. In acting, I would for sure want to get more acting,
yeah.
play different roles of like bigger like stuff. And I think that's what we're heading towards.
Okay.
With my group. We do want to aim to do a show on Netflix this year.
That's a huge goal.
Yeah. So that's one of our biggest goals this
Nice.
year.
Nice.
Um, so we'll see. We'll see what that happens.
Hey,
But
anything's possible. That's
y-
that's kind of how I see things.
yeah.
So I'm
And
rooting for you now.
thanks, man.
I
Yeah.
mean, I was rooting for you anyway, but now that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool for sure. If aliens ever took over, do you believe in aliens?
Dude, they're real.
They
They're
are
out
real.
there. They're
They
for
are.
sure out
We're
there.
putting that myth to rest. Aliens are real for
They're
sure.
I was what was it? I was in high school. I was hanging out with my buddies. We're all hanging out outside. It was like at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was we're in a neighborhood on the south side, and out of nowhere, we're just drinking, smoking outside,
Yeah.
and out of nowhere, it was a cloudy night. the whole neighborhood and the sky lit up green.
No.
Like someone shined a flashlight on the neighborhood and went choom, and for it was there for like a couple seconds. We're like, "Yo, what the hell was that?"
And you weren't
And
the
we
only
were
one to see it.
no, all of us saw it. We were spooked, and I remember we grabbed some bats and stuff. Like, yo, like we had to like fight some aliens. We're getting down, dude.
Something about to go down.
Yeah, so I'm like, dude, that was trippy. Like, and I tried looking it up or
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
Yeah, nothing.
there's nothing on it.
I think there's way too many stories out there from a lot of different people.
Oh yeah,
And it's like, how can you
yeah,
not
it's there.
believe
Even the government said it's there.
that's true?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you were ever to encounter one, would you be more of like a follower or would you try to join their team?
That's a good question. Like I would for sure want to like learn what they got,
Mhm.
and try to show them like probably play show them American Me,
Yeah.
like this is why check this movie out
Yeah.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
and it's all I mean it's all comprising that,
Yeah.
so I think it will go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you try a lot of different food spots. This might be a tough question. What is your favorite food spot?
My favorite food spot. It really depends on the vibe.
Yeah.
It really depends what like I'm in the mood for. Anyone can say that, but a lot of my one of my go tos is a Mr. Shrimp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
good. I know him personally. He's
Yeah.
always been good at his hospitality, and his food is phenomenal.
Goes hand in hand.
Shrimp tacos or that shrimp burrito with asada.
Oh man.
Oh my
Man, I
gosh.
gotta go try that out.
Another spot that I love. I want to say Jubba. I don't know if you've ever been to Jubba on
No.
Aloni Chinawib.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a Ethiopian spot. It's
Oh,
really,
I've never
really, really
tried
good.
Ethiopian food.
They have a wrap, like a steak wrap, and they
Oh.
have like this own green sauce that they put on it. It's really good.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's light. It's more on the healthy side, and it's packed with flavors.
Is the sauce spicy? Is this like
It's a
spicy
little
sauce?
spicy,
Oh,
not too
man.
spicy, but
Okay.
it's
Okay.
where you can handle it.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you handle spice?
I can't do spicy no more.
Oh, what?
No, I can't.
No.
Yeah,
Oh man. I
I-
think
it's caught up to me.
yeah. I'm kind of in the same place, but also I like to test myself,
Yeah,
even though I know the next day might not be as fun.
yeah.
So,
No. Yeah, I can't. I really because I developed like a really bad acid reflux, like almost
oh
GERD.
man.
So if I eat spicy stuff in the next hour, like I'm yakking
Yeah,
it.
it's game over.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so I
terrible.
would feel it. I'm on medication now from
Uh-huh.
it, but it's more recent where like I've been dealing with like more of those health issues. So
Oh wow.
I'm more of
Okay.
like I gotta eat clean now. I gotta
Yeah.
be careful what I eat,
Right.
drink, and all that
Right,
stuff. So
right. Damn. I mean, I wouldn't say that kind of sucks.
I just gotta play the safe game for a while,
Yeah.
and I'll be back on
Get
it.
yourself back on track.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I saw you in Stevie's the other week. You were singing some fantastic karaoke.
Oh yeah, the karaoke is the best here.
Is that kind of like what are some of your hobbies outside
I think one of them is karaoke for sure.
I would say you were killing it on
I
karaoke.
fell in love with karaoke. I think a couple years ago. I used to live near Japantown. I used to go to Seven Bamboo a bunch,
Mhm.
and then they started implying their dress code. I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here.
Oh.
And so I found a couple other spots. I'm like, and then with Chip, like when I found out he was doing karaoke stuff, I'm like, dude, I
He
love
sets the
Chip.
tone.
Yeah,
DJ Chip, man. We love
yeah.
that guy.
So I first encountered his karaoke. I found out it was at a Cedar Room,
Mm-hmm.
and my family, all of us showed up there, and we just
Mhm.
started doing karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out he was doing karaoke at Stevie's.
Mm-hmm. Game over.
Yeah,
Game over,
the
man.
rest is history.
Karaoke is so much fun because like literally anybody can do it.
Oh yeah.
And I think at a certain point in time, like everybody's just vibing out here for a
Oh
good
yeah.
time. Listen to people sing. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah, singing together and everything.
Yeah.
I was just in Vegas when my cousin's bachelor party. We did a karaoke and then we all got kicked out.
Oh,
we got
because
too
you were
crazy.
bad?
No, we were
You just getting the crowd.
one of my friends was like break dancing on top of the bar.
Shit.
Another one was doing
Oh, shit.
crazy stuff. They're like, "You're done." I'm like,
Okay.
I was mid song, you
Oh,
know, like
no.
that's it. I'm like,
You
come
gotta
on.
go. Damn, man. That's what happens sometimes when you get too crazy out there. But the vibes are right, man. It's
Yeah.
good.
My go-to songs are Creed, anything by Creed for sure.
Oh, are you going to the concert?
I am going to the concert. Yeah,
It's gonna be good.
it's gonna be really good.
What is Creed? What do we got? 3 Doors Down?
Doors Down and
Daughtry?
the guy from American Idol, I forget his name.
Daughtry.
Is Daughtry?
Yeah. Daughtry.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an insane show, man.
Yeah.
There's
3 Doors Down.
yeah, that in itself, man.
Butt rock
Oh
at its
my
finest.
God. Dude, if Shoreline's gonna be, I can only imagine, man. You're gonna be
Oh yeah.
huddled up with somebody you might not
yeah.
know.
Exactly. I can't wait.
What's your go-to alcoholic beverage?
I'm a bourbon whiskey guy for sure. Before was I love Hennessy.
Oh,
Yeah, I was a Hennessy person for sure.
oh man.
Douce, all that, you know, cognac.
What is the drink? It's Hennessy and man, what's the blue drink?
Well, Hennessy and Hypnotic.
Oh
Yeah.
God, have you?
It turns green. Yeah,
I've never tried it, but like,
it's pretty good.
Oh shoot,
That was actually one of my first drinks I ever had. It was Hypnotic.
Oh,
by
wow.
Hennessy.
Oh my God, this sounds like just a bad time to me.
Yeah, some people call it the Incredible Hulk. And I'm like, I just actually I don't know. I feel like it's a more of a Bay Area drink for sure.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, no, the Jacka raps about it. You know,
Yeah.
he says,
Yeah.
get the heme, yeah, get the Hypnotic, mix it together, turn green.
I don't want to say I'm too white for that, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's a for sure drink to try if you haven't tried it yet.
I think the craziest drink I've tried is Caribou.
Caribou, oh
I
yeah,
made a Caribou.
Tech Nine,
It
dude.
knocked me on my ass.
Oh
But it
yeah,
was good. It was tasty.
oh yeah, that's a good one.
I see. Also too. I mean, maybe not so much now because you're mentioning your acid reflux. But what's the best place to get a michelada around here? I love micheladas.
You know, Jorvon's has been really good. A lot of people have been going to Jorvon's.
Okay.
And Mr. Shrimp actually makes a really good michelada.
Oh, nice.
Surprisingly. And I would say also Costa Alegre, they have their Miche Mondays. It's like half off micheladas.
Great deal.
Their shrimp, you have to try their shrimp with their micheladas.
Okay.
Best thing ever.
Okay.
I just go for the shrimp and just eat that. Like that's in itself is one of the best things you could probably get in San Jose.
I'm gonna debate you a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you been to La Jaiba?
La Jaiba, no, I haven't.
No. Okay, so it's a little small place, La Jaiba. It's off of it's right down the street actually, off of Hamilton.
Okay.
Right next to TGI Sushi.
Oh yeah, I know where that is. Yeah.
I've tried both. I've tried La Jaiba and I've tried Costa Alegre.
Yeah.
I gotta give the edge to La Jaiba.
Oh yeah.
So if you haven't tried it, Chris,
Uh-huh.
that is my recommendation to you. Go try it out with the shrimp.
Yeah,
with
the shrimp. All right.
It's a game changer.
I'm gonna try it.
There we go.
I love Costa shrimp though.
I'm telling you, bro. You just take my word for it.
But have you been to Jorvon's though?
No, I actually have never even heard of it.
Jorvon's is really popular. He's getting a lot popular now. I don't know if you ever seen on Instagram, people post like their michelada drink and there's like a sticker on the cup of like this guy holding up a michelada, like a cartoon sticker. That's Jorvon's.
Okay.
They're saying I had people from come from LA and San Jose, like, yeah, that's the best miche in San Jose. I'm like, and I've had it, like it's pretty good.
I gotta try it.
So that's one thing you for sure got to try.
Okay.
Weekends only.
Weekends only.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I could do it. It's interesting now because I'm on this non-alcoholic kick. I got myself into a little trouble recently, so I'm like,
you gotta be careful.
yeah. But I mean, places do non-alcoholic micheladas.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. They do it like Topo Chico. And all that. I've seen that, which is really good.
Yeah.
I've been telling Gabe to do a michelada.
Gabe. Okay. All right. That's fine. Maybe I wasn't loud enough. Last thing I have for you, Chris, and I'm just curious because I am, quote unquote an up and comer in the social media
Yeah.
avenue and the podcasting avenue. What would you say your best piece of advice for people trying to make their name?
I would say keep doing it. Do it
Mhm.
as much as you can.
Mhm.
Keep posting. Keep grinding.
Mhm.
I wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I think the biggest thing. A lot of people would stop and
Yeah.
they wouldn't know like how much it impact. I seen this. I followed this one girl. She did a lot of foodie content and like her stuff wasn't the best looking stuff, but she would post something every day,
Yeah. Consistent.
consistently. And I first started watching her. This was like a month and a half ago. She
Mhm.
maybe like at 3,000 followers or something.
Oh
Right
wow.
now, she's almost hitting 20K because she's consistently just posting,
Yeah.
posting. And that's the biggest thing is like, hey, yeah, Instagram loves to see it. I mean, the analytics say like, yeah, keep posting.
Mhm. Mhm.
YouTube always, they love the content. The more
Mhm.
you post to, the more views you're gonna get
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest advice. Is like, yeah, just keep doing it, get better at it, learn from your last post, what could be better,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that's it. Get some good cameras.
Yeah.
Some good
That's
sound.
key. Yeah, for
Lighting.
sure.
Lighting is key.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh yeah.
On that note, Chris, that's all I got for you today. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks, man. Hell
Taking
yeah.
time out of your day to come be on Tip Your Bartender.
Tip your bartender, guys.
I appreciate it. To y'all watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify, thank you so very much. We'll be back next time with a brand new guest making a brand new craft beverage. Be sure to check out Chris at Chris Elmatic and his whole team of influencers, soon to be on Netflix.
Hopefully. Soon as on Netflix.
We'll get there. As always, have fun, be safe. Cheers, enjoy, and always remember, tip your bartender.
Cheers.
Damn. Thank you, brother.